for subscribers and friends and the like. This is Grant Travels coming at you from El Paso, Texas on March 5th, 2026, which I believe is a Wednesday, maybe Thursday, I don't know, off the days. But I got in trouble with New Mexico DOT last week, apparently, because I skipped these. I ran the scale house when it was open, and I shouldn't have, and then they had a quality truck, same thing, going down Ehrenberg. Terry, the other driver, was behind me, and he went in the scale, and because he went in the scale and I didn't, now I'm in trouble. But I think I would have been in trouble whether he went in or not, or we both skipped or what, I don't know. And then it was me and two other drivers skipped the scale house last week doing these runs to Ehrenberg, and so they have now dropped the contracts for Ehrenberg because you have to go through New Mexico to get to Arizona. And now any trucks going through New Mexico are now suspended. Future trucks bidding on them or whatever, because quality's not going to do it, because we all blew the scale, I guess. So because I'm already in a truck, dispatched in a truck before they found this out, I'm taking and continuing this one, but I have to stop at the scale house, and hopefully it's open. And then the other two drivers that I was going with the other day, that they delivered their truck again yesterday, have told me that it was a $12 permit that you buy right there, and then they were doing inspections this week because of me and the other two drivers, and I get to find out if I end up with a ticket. That's a nice fine for skipping the scale house this week. I don't know yet, but I went into the library here, El Paso branch library, one of them, and I made sure to get my BOL for quality, our BOL printed out, because they sent us that in the email. Then I have, next is the delivery for the Navistar delivery. Then I have some other crap, and then this is crap that goes with the thing. But then that is my DOT physical, because I know they'll ask for that if we get inspected. If I get inspected, which I might and probably will, because that's what they're threatening. That I don't need, but it's my passport copy. And then I have an insurance card somewhere in there that I didn't have quality's insurance card on me, and that's one of the major things they ding you on, according to the Florida DOT guy that I passed that on, because I was able to show him on a picture on the phone for the expiration dates and whatever, and he went with that. But he said I gotta have it physically on me, so I have it on me because I was told this morning that every truck going through New Mexico scale house for the next week anyway, possibly the next month, is gonna, every drive-away company is going to be DOT checked and inspected because of me and two other drivers, and who knows what other drivers from other companies, but at least our company, it's me and two other drivers, skipped the scale house when it was flashing open the other day, and we shouldn't have. And I hope I don't have to eat a fine. I'm looking it up on the internet. It's anywhere between $100 to $500 to $800, depending on the officer and how many times you've done it and stuff like that. And I don't know, I've gone through there before and they've waved me on, so I don't know if that counts as skipping it or not. I don't know. Go find out what happens. But the best I can do is be ready with everything legally, as close as I can get it to lawfully as I can, and go out there and find out. It just auto shut down because I was idling for the AC, but I was making the video. Anyway, stay tuned for probably a part 2 on this video, and I'll tell you whether I passed the inspection or not, whether they had an inspection or not, whether I got a fine or not, whether they waved me through or not, whether it was closed. I don't know. But I asked, safety emailed me, texted me this morning, all this. And then I asked them what happens if they bypass me or it's closed. If they said if it's closed, technically I could continue on to the next one as long as it's actually closed. But if the next one's open, I must stop, blah, blah, blah. But either way, it's supposed to have a permit before you're in that state for $12 or something like that. But you can buy it right there at the scale house for $12. Anyway, and then they basically, made the threat that they didn't have to make, but basically if I'm caught running the scale house, especially for New Mexico again, because it dings their numbers every time one goes by and doesn't go in. If I'm caught doing that, I'm deleted, fired essentially. So probably that was meant for any scale house anywhere, so whatever. I don't know what I was thinking that day. It was just, I was in the driving lane, the guy, Terry, was behind me in the other yellow truck. I should have just went in it, especially when he went. But since he went and I didn't go in, then they took pictures of my camera and they asked him why that guy thinks he's got to go. can go by and you don't, and whatever, and so it became a big deal. I don't know. Not blaming Terry at all. He did what he's supposed to do as a driver, and I should have done it. But then I'm not the I'm not the only one that did it. 2 other drivers for Quality did it, and that lowers our numbers every time. And so I'm pretty much up shit's creek with, excuse my French, with the safety department. And I'm in trouble with Mexico DOT, so I'm gonna go find out if I get a fine from last week or a warning or they say. No, I'm honestly not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna go pull in there and do my thing, and if they bring it up, they bring it up. If they don't, they don't, I guess. But I ain't saying nothing about it unless they question me about it, so we'll go find out. Stay tuned for part 2. I don't know. Hope it's not no $800 fine. If that's the case, it's not even worth transporting anymore. It's more than I'm making it run. Like and subscribe, leave comments, and I'll catch you in the flip. Peace.